Okay, so today we are going to uh, start with the topic of motion. Okay, so we have finished all the topic previously, so we are going to continue with the new topic. Okay, for motion, firstly we are going to analyze the motion of vehicle on land. Okay. So, as we know, vehicle on land, we can divide into two types. One is with engine and the other one is without engine. Okay, so this is example of vehicle without engine lah, bicycle. Okay, and then these are examples of vehicle with engines. Kita tahu dah lah kan? Okay, so today we are going to focus on vehicle with engines. Okay, engine is a machine that convert chemical energy. Okay, kita masukkan minyak, fuel into kinetic energy so that we get motion. Okay, so we have petrol engine yang digunakan dalam kereta. Okay, so it's classified as internal combustion engine. Dan kita ada dua jenis. One is two-stroke petrol engine. The other one is four-stroke. Okay, four-stroke ni made of four hollow cylinder with a piston each. So dia ada 4 hollow cylinder dan setiap satu ada piston. Dan piston tu boleh bergerak ke atas dan ke bawah. Okay, each piston work in 4 stages known for as four-stroke combustion. Okay, so we are going to look at the first stroke. It is called induction stroke. Okay, so petrol engine dia ada exhaust valve here, and then dia ada intake valve. Okay, dan pada induction stroke, exhaust valve close and then intake valve open. Okay, dan pada waktu intake valve open, fuel dan air akan masuk. Okay, dia ada exhaust valve, intake valve. Intake valve ni biasa dia ambil masuk lah. And then exhaust valve dia akan keluarkan gas. Okay, and then masa induction stroke, dia akan buka intake valve dan fuel and air will go in. Okay, and then we have cylinder inside. Dan bila intake valve tu open, piston akan turun ke bawah, memberi ruang untuk fuel and air to enter. Okay, and then we have crankshaft. Crankshaft ni bila dia pusing ataupun bila piston masuk bergerak, dia akan pusing. Okay, so mixture of fuel and air is sucked into the cylinder at induction stroke. And then kita ada stroke yang kedua, compression stroke. Okay, tadi induction stroke, exhaust valve open, exhaust valve close, intake valve open. So ni mula-mula induction stroke. So untuk kita nak masukkan fuel and air ke dalam engine. Okay, so ke dalam cylinder. So pada induction stroke, mixture of fuel and air is sucked into the cylinder. So untuk dia suck into the cylinder, piston kena move down, memberi ruang. Okay, and then intake valve kena buka untuk membenarkan fuel and air to enter. Okay, and then we have the second stroke, which is compression stroke. Pada ketika compression stroke, both valve are closed and then piston akan naik. Okay, so piston went up. Okay, so bila piston naik, dia akan compress fuel and air yang masuk tadi. Okay, and then we have the fourth stroke, which is the power stroke. Power stroke, dia masih tutup, both valve still closed. Okay, tapi masa power stroke, piston dah bergerak ke bawah. So mixture of fuel and air is ignited by a spark plug. Tadi dia dah masa compression stroke, dia dah compress Kemudian masa power stroke, piston turun. Okay, bila piston turun, spark plug tu akan menyala. Okay, so hot gas expand. Tadi dia compress kan? Lepas tu bila piston turun, hot gas tu akan expand. Okay, and then we have exhaust stroke. Bila exhaust stroke, maksudnya dia nak keluarkan gas yang panas tadi. Okay, so intake valve kena tutup, exhaust valve open. Tadi piston di bawah kan? And then sekarang piston akan tolak gas tu ke exhaust valve. Okay, piston up. So fume akan keluar. Exhaust gas are pushed out from cylinder as piston move up. Okay, so as you can see, this is the first stroke. Okay. So dia punya stroke tu stage by stage. First stroke, exhaust valve, intake valve open, and then fuel come in, then the piston go down, and then the second stroke the piston go up, and then as you can see, bila piston tu ke bawah, crankshaft tu akan rotate. Okay. So tadi petrol engine, 4 stroke. This one is diesel engine. So kita ada beberapa jenis engine. Kita ada 4-stroke petrol engine, kita ada 4-stroke diesel engine, kita ada 2-stroke engine. Okay, so this is diesel engine. Sama juga induction stroke, intake valve dia open, exhaust valve dia close. So intake valve open, sama macam petrol tadi, fuel akan masuk. Tapi untuk diesel, dia suck air je. Dia tak masukkan fuel. Okay, kalau petrol, dia masuk fuel dengan air. Okay, dia ada juga compression stroke. So masa compression stroke sama juga dengan petrol. Dua valve tu akan tutup and then dia akan compress the air inside. Okay, piston up. So air in the cylinder is compressed to a very high pressure and temperature. Dan sama juga dengan petrol, diesel, bila power stroke, piston akan turun ke bawah. Okay, so bila power stroke ni, beza dia dengan petrol. Tadi petrol fuel dengan air yang turun ke bawah, lepas tu dia akan ignite kan. Tapi pada peringkat power stroke, bila engine tu ataupun piston tu ke bawah, diesel akan inject into the cylinder. Okay, so tadi dia tarik air je. Untuk diesel engine dia hanya ambil air saja pada induction stroke. Manakala kalau petrol dia ambil air dengan fuel. So itu beza dia. Okay, and then pada compression stroke sama, dua-dua sama. Dua-dua akan compress. Tapi kalau petrol, fuel and air akan compress. Kalau engine, diesel, dia akan compresskan air sahaja. Okay, bila compress air tu jadi high pressure, high temperature. So beza yang ketara dekat sini ialah power stroke. Power stroke pada petrol engine, dia gerak ke bawah, spark plug akan ignitekan, akan menyalakan, akan berlaku letupan-letupan kecil. Okay? Tapi kalau untuk diesel, pada peringkat power stroke ni, dia akan injectkan diesel. Okay? So bila diesel diinjectkan pun akan berlaku letupan-letupan kecil jugalah, dia akan ignite. Okay, and then exhaust stroke sama juga macam petrol engine. Pada exhaust stroke, intake valve tutup, exhaust valve buka, so dia akan piston naik atas, dia akan keluarkan fuel. Okay, exhaust gas are pushed out from cylinder as piston move up. Okay, lebih kurang sama juga. Okay, pada yang pertama, induction stroke, dia masukkan air. Petrol tadi masukkan air dengan fuel. And then pada stroke kedua, compression stroke, dia akan kompreskan air. Okay? Tapi kalau petrol, dia compress air dengan fuel. And then pada stroke yang ketiga, power stroke, dia akan masukkan masukkan diesel. So bila masuk diesel akan berlaku pembakaran, ada ignite, ada letupan-letupan. Okay? And then the last stroke, exhaust stroke, dia akan keluarkan gas exhaust daripada exhaust. Okay. So this one is two-stroke power engine. Okay, two-stroke power engine ni digunakan untuk mesin yang ringan macam motor, and then pemotor rumput. Okay, and then motorboat punya engine. They are using two-stroke petrol engine. So untuk two-stroke petrol engine, dia ada upward stroke. Okay, di sini spark plug, dia ada combustion chamber. Okay, pada upward stroke untuk two-stroke petrol engine, piston went up. Okay, exhaust port close, fuel and air masuk. Okay, so sama juga macam for stroke tadi, yang mula-mula induction stroke, dia mesti intake fuel and air ataupun intake air untuk diesel. Okay, so untuk upward stroke, untuk dua stroke ni, dia masukkan juga fuel and air. Mesti masuk fuel and air lah. Okay, so ini kita panggil crankcase, tadi crankshaft, ni crankcase, lebih kurang je. Okay, so mixture of fuel and air in the combustion chamber is compressed. So dia macam combine. Kalau tadi kita ada 4 stroke, kita ada induction, kita ada compression, kita ada power, kita ada exhaust. Tapi untuk two-stroke engine, dia combine. Upward stroke is induction and compression. Okay, so mixture, dia masukkan fuel and air, lepas tu dia compress. And then mixture of fuel and air flow into the crankcase. Spark from the spark plug ignites the compressed mixture in combustion chamber. So sini ada combustion chamber, so akan berlaku letupan-letupan juga. Okay, and then untuk two stroke, dia ada dua je, upward stroke and downward stroke. So untuk downward stroke, piston yang akan turun. Okay, exhaust port open. Okay, fumes akan keluar. And then sleeve intake port. Okay, intake port yang akan tutup. Okay, piston down. Okay, so fresh petrol and air mixture flow into the combustion chamber through sleeve intake port. Exhaust fume are blown out through the exhaust port. Okay, so perhatikan, this is the two-stroke petrol engine. Okay, nampak ini? Okay, so this is important for us to be able to compare between four-stroke petrol engine, four-stroke diesel engine, and four-stroke two-stroke petrol engine. Okay, so similarities, combustion dia adalah internal. So berlaku combustion dalam engine. Okay, and then convert chemical energy, iaitu fuel, okay, to kinetic energy. Daripada fuel and air, kita dapat pergerakan crankshaft. So convert chemical to kinetic. Okay, so differences. Untuk four-stroke petrol engine, dia guna spark plug. Okay, dia akan masukkan mixture of petrol and air pada induction stroke. Tapi dia less powerful, less efficient. dia akan cause less pollution. Okay, petrol and air enter and exhaust gas blown out through valve. Combustion in four-stroke used by wheel-like vehicle, kereta, van. Okay. Untuk four-stroke diesel engine, dia akan gunakan fuel injector. Tadi tak ada spark plug, dia ada fuel injector. Pada part compression tu, bukan, pada part power stroke, dia akan injectkan diesel. Okay, only air is sucked into the cylinder during induction stroke. So the difference untuk four-stroke mixture of petrol and air, tapi untuk four-stroke diesel hanya air. Okay, more powerful and more efficient. Okay, cause more pollution. So diesel is injected into the cylinder through fuel injector and exhaust gas blown out through valve. Combustion in four-stroke sebab dia four-stroke engine. Okay, used for heavy vehicle sebab dia lebih efisien. Dia penggunaan dia punya penggunaan minyak dia lebih, so digunakan untuk vehicle yang berat. Okay, so two-stroke engine dia menggunakan spark plug. Okay, so mixture of petrol and air is drawn into crankcase, more powerful compared to the same capacity, tapi dia less efficient. Dia cause more pollution. Okay, petrol and air enter and exhaust gas blown out through outlet without valve. Dia ada outlet, dia tak ada valve. Okay, combustion two-stroke dan digunakan dalam light vehicle. Motor, chainsaw, pemotor rumput and so on. Okay, so you should be able to differentiate between the four-stroke engine and the two-stroke engine. Okay, and differentiate between petrol and diesel engine. Okay, so ini rupa bentuk di dalam kereta, okay, ataupun dalam vehicle lah. Ini adalah engine. This is a four-stroke engine. So ini ialah piston. Okay, piston tu akan bergerak naik turun. Okay, dan dia ada crankshaft. So kalau perhatikan crankshaft ni, dia akan sambung pada gear. Dan gear ni nanti akan sambung pada tayar. So bila crankshaft bergerak, rotate, tayar juga akan rotate. Okay. Okay. So kita habis the first